Whew. Got that taken care of. Whew. All right, buddy. I think we got everything taken care of.
Good deal. Good deal.
Yep, there we go. Logo top corner. Back live. Here we go.
Okay.
Fixed
All right.
Hey,
And we got Chase.
Let's go.
Chase and Flex coming in too.
Yeah, guys. Thank you for jumping streams there with us. Sorry for that, but it's all for the better. We just want to bring you guys the best experience possible. Yeah, dude. It was something with the shit. I had originally made it on my account and switched it over to the Lightning Picks account. It didn't get switched, so I just rebought the shit. I got a refund on Monday for it, but yeah, let's get after it, man. Excited. Let's give an update on the race while we're waiting on this poop. We got fucking Hamrick in fourth. Hamrick in fourth, Jones in sixth.
Well, this is gonna be tight, man. And Burton's right behind you. Oh no, Jones is in 19th.
Chase, go for the quad box. Let's go.
There we go.
What's up, buddy?
Okay.
Sorry about all that technical difficulty, man. Had to fix shit.
We got I think Flex will be coming. I sent him a link, but you can never tell if he's online or not.
Dude, once Flex comes, I'm gonna back out. Actually, while we're here, let's talk some boxing, man. We got a couple of good fights this week.
You killed that shit today.
Dude, the last couple of days, man, have just been what I say about the fight happens to a T.
Yeah, I couldn't follow the one last night. I got tied up at work, so I didn't have time to actually submit it. But yeah.
So Tuesday, we got Jamel Herring versus Jonathan Okendo. All right, what happened? But anyway, Herring, huge favorite here. We're going to be taking him on cards. We're probably going to get minus 200, minus 230 on it. Nothing special, but we're going to have to take it. Now, Michaela Forrest, is it? No, Michaela Mayer is fighting Helen Joseph, the fight before that. So those two will both we'll have picks on both of those. So I'm thinking a parlay there. Probably end up taking, I don't know, probably end up parlaying Mayer by KO and Mayer by cards with Herring by cards. Because Herring is that prototypical Olympic boxer. He's Floyd Mayweather Jr. He is dodge, punch, no power, score point, move, and just work the entire fight. He'll use all 10 rounds. He won't break too much of a sweat, and he'll just work this guy. So definitely keep an eye out for those, probably late Monday night, early Tuesday on the screen. But I'll definitely blast that out Monday night on our recap show.
Yeah, I've got no lines on any of that.
Yeah, dude, no, he's like a minus 1,600, bro, for a money line.
Ooh.
Like he is going to
Damn.
Yeah. He is going to just destroy him on the cards. But it's all right. We'll find the value there. See if we can get Chase in here.
Okay.
And Flex,
Is he back on?
No one's in here.
I got message.
I don't know if you can send him a message, but Handbrake's running in third. He's running good. Cindric looks pretty fucking good, huh?
Man, they're going to start wrecking soon, man. This
like
track, they're getting so scrolly.
That's a beauty.
Cindric's going to win this.
That's a beauty.
Cindric's got the best car out there.
Cheers, Twist.
I'm getting a message from Chase.
There we go. We got Chase in here.
Okay.
I don't have a beer. All I have is another shot beside me. I don't want to take that just yet.
Shopify.
Chase, you there, bud?
Good, Chase?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
No.
Yeah, you guys are coming.
You're going in and out.
Staticky. Hold on,
Oh, you see the jersey? Poop came in. This is the jersey.
Yeah, looks
giveaway.
good, man. Huh?
Yeah, Programmer gets his jersey sent to him tomorrow. Got a fucking tropical storm hit Jersey today. I was going nowhere, but we made a good amount of money live betting soccer today.
Yeah, man, it was a good day.
Actually, all the
Chase
picks
is having
all
technical
the picks we gave out in all the picks we gave out in general today hit. They were all solid. Come on,
Chase says his coming in choppy. Can you hear us, Chase?
No way.
Yeah. That hamster needs to run faster.
Yeah. So what do you got?
I can't hear.
Well, while he's no, we can't hear him. But while he's working on it, instead of
I can hear everybody. Okay.
Wasting
Yeah.
time.
Let's get to it.
Yeah.
Let's get to some stuff, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got?
We're not waiting for. Where's Little Flex at? Is he on here yet, or is he still doing whatever?
Not yet. We'll get him in here.
Whatever, man. Let's fucking dig into it then. UFC 251, man. Me and Ben have been fucking UFC 251. Me and Ben have been building this fight up for the last 2 weeks. This main card is stacked. Like we were telling you guys a couple weeks ago. Just on the main card, we got Amanda Ribas versus Paige VanZant. We have Andrade versus Namajunas, Jan versus Aldo, Volkanovski versus Holloway, and Usman versus Masvidal. We have 3 title fights. 2 of these main card fights could be their own pay-per-view, and they would still fucking sell just ridiculous amounts of views, man. I did something weird this week. I usually start at the very bottom of the prelims and work my way up. I basically did the complete opposite just because I'm so fucking excited for this main card, man. But we're going to start from the bottom. Sir Ben's not going to be on the stream this week. He's busy tonight and tomorrow, so I'm going to cover me and Sir Ben's picks. Me and Sir Ben bounce stuff off each other, as you guys know, pretty much all week, and me and him just pick the ones that we think have the best value, and we share them with you guys. So hopefully we're just going to keep rolling like we have for the last couple weeks, month. So let's get started. First up, we have Martin Day versus Davey Grant. If you guys that have been following us, you know that we've been just dropping goose eggs on these first fights. We're 0-3 for the last 3 weeks. I think we're going to turn it around this week, man. We have Grant. So we have Martin Day, who's 8-3-0. We have Davey Grant, who's 11-4-0. Davey Grant has won both of his decisions. Day is 3-2 in decisions. Out of both of these guys, the one that goes the distance the most is Martin Day, but he's also the one that is usually about 50-50 on his decisions. Davey Grant, he's only gone to decision twice. He's won both of them. I don't think Martin Day is going to want this one to go to decision just because Davey Grant doesn't lose whenever it goes to decision. And Davey Grant just almost never, like I said, he's only got a decision twice. He finishes his fights about 13% of the time. I just don't think this fight's going to go the distance, man. We got some pretty good odds on this one at plus 140. So our pick for this is going to be, for this Martin Day Davey Grant fight is just going to be not to go the distance for plus 140. Next up, we have. What was I going to get next? Next up, we have Dos Santos versus Muslim Salikov. This is another one, man. These guys, they just don't go the distance. Salikov has won. Hang on, my bad. So let's look at their record right now. Dos Santos is 26-0. TKOs, he's 14-1. Submissions, he's 3-2. He goes the distance only about 28% of the time. Salikov is 16-2. Overall, TKOs, he's 12-0. Submissions, he's 2-2. He only goes to decision about 11% of the time. Combined, these guys are less than 20% of the time going the distance. So our pick for this one is going to be not to go the distance at minus 134. We're also looking at another side bet for maybe a unit or something for Solikov to finish at plus 175, just because this guy's knockouts are just insane, man. I'm going to rewatch those. I'm going to rewatch some of his fights and some of Dos Santos tomorrow, just to like make sure that I like that Solikov to finish. But we're definitely going with Dos Santos, Solikov not to go the distance for minus 134 on that one. Up next, we're going up to the main card. We have Jessica Andrade versus Rose Namajunas. I don't know how many of you guys remember UFC 237, but I've rewatched that fight a couple times over the last week, man. And that fight they were just going at it as soon as that first bell rang, man. They were going after each other. Andrade ended up winning that fight, but Rose Namajunas dominated that entire fight right up until she got dropped on her fucking head. The whole rest of that fight, 90% of it was Rose Namajunas just kind of picking apart Andrade. So what we're going to go with on this one is we're going to go not to go the distance plus 105. Just because, that's one of those fights. I think this one could end in the first round, beginning of the second, just because that's how much energy they brought to the octagon in 237. And Rose is going to come into this one pissed that she dominated that fight almost the entire time and then ended up getting knocked out just because she fucking got dropped and unlucky, landed on her head, and it knocked her out, man. So I think Rose is going to come into this one hot and heavy, and I think this is one of those ones that could end in pretty early in the first round. So that one's going to be not to go the distance, plus 105. Next one, we're going to move up to the main event. Kamaru Usman versus Jorge Masvidal. This one has had the MMA Talk channel just torn for the last 2 weeks. We have people all over the place on this one, man. We have people just swearing up and down Usman's going to fucking win it. People swearing up and down Jorge Masvidal is going to take down Usman in the first round. I don't think either one of those things are going to happen. I think this is going to be a pretty good fight, man. I'd be surprised if this one ended. I'd be surprised if this fight ended before the tail end of the fourth round, going into the fifth round, man. I think these guys are going to give us a really good fight. Just for reference, Usman is 8-10 in his most recent wins by decision. His last TKO was against, obviously, most of us probably saw the one against Colby Covington. That one went all the way up until the last minute, which in his post-interview, that's exactly what Usman said he wanted to do. He said he wanted to beat up Covington for 24 minutes and then just drop him in the last. That's exactly what happened. So the reason I don't think this is going to end early, neither one of these guys get knocked out or submitted. They just don't. Usman's record is 16-1. That one loss was back in 2013. He got submitted. I think it was the first round. He got submitted way back in 2013. Yeah. He's won. Obviously, he's 16-1. He's won every single fight since then. So Usman has not been finished since 2013. Masvidal, you have to go back 4 years farther than that to see the last time Masvidal got finished. Masvidal hasn't been finished since 2009. Both of these guys can take hits. Both of these guys can stand in the octagon and just throw punches, take them. They don't get finished. So for this fight, I'm not going to pick a winner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go with rounds. I'm going to pick. So what me and Ben talked about is we like the over 3.5 rounds. It depends on what book you use. I know Poopster threw out Bovado earlier today. He saw over 3 was like minus 150s or something like that.
140, 140, 145.
140, 145. That's even better.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and FanDuel has the over 3.5 rounds at minus 102. So I'd be all over either one of those. Like I said, these guys, if this fight ended before the fourth round, man, I'd be shocked. I don't see it happening, man. It's going to go to the tail end of the fourth round, I think, at least. So depending on what book you have, if you have over 3, over 3.5, if you have odds around those numbers, man, I would take them. That's what my pick's going to be on that one. I do have who I think is going to win, and I know a lot of you guys want that one, but I'm going to hold on to that one and just let you guys keep fighting it out in the MMA Talk channel.
Yeah.
So that's what I have. My bad. We have one more. We have a long shot. going back to the prelim, we have one long shot for plus 275 odds that me and Ben like. Going all the way back to the Vulcan and Jerry fight, man. We're going to go with Jerry to finish plus 275 on that one. This guy, Jerry Prochazka, I can't fucking say his name, but I mean, this guy's a beast, man. He's 26-3-1. 22 of those are by knockout, man. All this guy does is fucking drop people. 9 of his last 10 fights, he's won by TKO. All but one of them happened in the first round. So this guy comes in, man. He just levels people. He has more knockouts than Vulcan has fights. This is also Prochazka's UFC debut, so he's going to want to come in hot and heavy and just fucking drop this guy and make a statement. UFC 251, Fight Island. What better way to make your UFC debut? 9 of your last 10 wins are by knockout. All but one of those are in the first round. He's going to come in and I think he's going to do the same thing, man. I think he's going to drop Vulcan. So we're taking that one. Prochazka to finish Vulcan, plus 275. That's going to be our long shot. For all these picks that me and Sir Ben are throwing out, I haven't said units on any of them. I'm gonna throw out the units tomorrow. I'm gonna do the same thing I did 2 weeks ago, where I basically just like take a screenshot of pretty much every fight that I like and throw out a unit next to every single one of them. I'll do that probably tomorrow afternoon, a couple hours before the fights. So like, look for those around like 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, that was really good. So somebody last week took all that shit and put it in a spreadsheet, man. And whoever did that, feel free to do that.
Yeah, EA Sports did that. I don't know if he's here now. I'm gonna hit him up probably tomorrow and ask him if he's gonna do the same thing, man. I love doing that because that means that I don't have to fucking keep up with it, which I don't want to keep up with that during a fight.
Yeah,
that was badass.
Usually what I do.
Yeah, and he compared it to that AI that I can't remember that guy's name now, but he compared it to the AI too.
You guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you now.
Yeah,
you
you're
guys
good.
can hear me now? Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So
Go ahead.
yeah.
This headset's
for it,
kind of old. I probably need to get one in this next coming week. Thanks for letting me be on here first off, and I threw on a hat.
Thanks for coming, man.
To match you guys. My first pick is Carol Rosa by decision. Mello came in overweight. She missed
Dude,
by
I
5
just have
pounds.
like 20 seconds. I'm waiting at the train station to pick up
Holy
Steve.
fuck, we got Ben,
Jerry
man.
Fight,
you go.
man. This is the next
What's up, man?
Cop. This
Oh
guy
yeah,
right
dude, I
here.
dropped that shit as our.
Literally, he fights at light heavyweight, but he's like 6'2", 205, some bullshit. Plus 275. He's gonna knock him out. He's gonna kick his fucking
Plus
head off. I'm
275
telling you right
knockout.
now. So I'm jumping off.
yeah.
I just had to jump on when I heard that. I was like, oh shit, that's my pick. That's the one I wanted to see. Dude, Chris and I both watched those highlights and we are like, fuck, dude, this guy just.
Dude,
I mean, he's beating up on, pardon my French, he's beating up on Riri. I mean, just complete idiots. These guys that he's fighting are just terrible. I mean, they're absolutely terrible. But I mean, what are you supposed to do? You can only kill the people in front of you. So, anyways,
Yeah,
I'm
man,
jumping
and
off
he's
because
done
I have
that.
shit service, even shittier. But I'm picking up Coach Steve. When I get him, if he wants to jump on and do the thing, I'll have him hold my phone while he drive around and cruise around town. So, but yeah, Twist broke that down perfectly, man. I couldn't have said it better myself. Man, a few words, did it right. So, cheers. Lightning picks out, guys.
Thanks, Ben. Sorry about that.
Real quick.
We got a.
Real quick,
No, you're good.
I guess we have EA Sports in the chat right now. He told me to like DM in my picks, and he'll do the same thing. So we'll have that going tomorrow night. I'll send you those probably tomorrow. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, let's see if he can do chases as well. See if he can do both of them. Let's just have him put everybody's fucking shit in the goddamn spreadsheet.
I track my own. I mean, I don't mean to plug my Twitter or whatever, but my spreadsheet is online already. My spreadsheet's online already. I track everything. I've never lied about it. I'm negative in soccer. I will completely own up to that. I'm positive in golf.
Hey, man,
I'm
so am I.
positive in basketball.
So am I.
And I'm positive in MMA. All right, like I will completely own up to where I'm negative. I already sent you the spreadsheet too. I mean, I'm fine with everything.
Cool.
Eric,
Anyway,
I'll send you those picks probably like tomorrow afternoon. I still have like a bunch of the prelims I got to go through, but I'll get those to you tomorrow.
So you opened up with Martin Day versus Davey Grant, and was good. I am leaving this alone, but I just don't see a way that Davy Grant wins that. I don't know who you picked. I lost you for a second. Did you take Grant or Day?
Oh, I didn't pick anybody to win. I said not to go the distance.
Yeah, I actually like that a lot because I think Martin Day gets a submission. Davy Grant is terrible in the mat. If it goes to mat for even a minute, I don't think that he survives on him. I'm a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, and I think I can tap out Davy Grant. It's just
I don't fight.
He's just not very.
He'd kick my ass.
He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing on the mat. But if it stays standing, there's always a puncher's chance. But I do like that bet. Not seeing the cards. It hardly ever sees the cards when it opens the opening fight. They do that on purpose.
Yeah. It's like we're 0-3, so like I'm fucking hoping that me and Sir Ben pull it back together.
So you're gonna go. I think you're gonna go with a scrappy fight to begin with. Then Carol Rosa is gonna win a very dominant, boring fight, as women MMA usually goes. But she's minus 105 to win by decision, and I mean she's minus 260 if you just want to bet her straight up. So why not take that value? Is what I was looking at. I'm also with you on Zumagulov, whatever. You had him, correct?
What did you say?
Whoever Pavaya
which
is
one?
fighting, I can't say his name.
Oh, the Paiva fight?
Yeah, Paiva missed weight today, which makes me think that he's not very motivated. Zumalov's coming from N1, which is in Russia, Asian part of Russia. He's not going to travel that far to Abu Dhabi. I think he's going to have an advantage on both of those fronts. And he's actually a pretty good fighter. I mean, from the limited film that he has. I have more than those plays, obviously. I didn't type all of them because we were in a hurry, but I think that he's very live for that plus 140 price at Bovada. I think at 5 dimes he was a little higher. I think he's plus 150. Those are the only two I really use because I'm lazy. 155 at 5 dimes, so I think he's very live there. Like I said, providing this weight, I don't know how motivated he is. I think he's just there for a paycheck. Same thing with I skipped Bogotov and Santos because that got changed at the last minute, I believe. Amara Khani is my next pick. I think he gets it done inside the distance. Which is, I mean, I sent somebody over my DraftKings lineup, and literally when I make DraftKings lineups, I pretty much make them to, I try to get 6 guys who could finish fights.
I have in my notes that
Amara Khani, I think.
Distance.
Yeah, that's a great bet as well. I think Amara Khani gets it done. If Henry catches him with the uppercut, great for you. Bad for me, but as long as one of us cashes, right?
Yeah.
I think he is. Last time I checked. Sorry, I'm doing this all on the fly. Americani inside the distance was positive money, plus 125. I believe I laid a unit on that. And not to go to the distance is minus 150. That's also a great bet. If you want to bet both of them or go your way, my way, either way, as long as we cash, right?
That's one of those
there now.
Yeah, that's one of those ones that I'm still looking at, but not to go the distance was something that definitely stood out to me just right off the bat.
I don't think it goes. I think that that's another conversation for another day, but I think that UFC purposely makes pay-per-views so that they don't go the distance. Like they need those extra buys. The people that are at the bar at 9 o'clock and they see like 3 knockouts in a row.
They love that. Speaking as one of those guys.
They might either stay or they might actually pay the money for the card, when they get home, whatever. I lost my place. Grisham and Tibera, I'm skipping. Santos and Bogotov, Tibera actually. His inside the distance odds were really high. I kind of looked at those, but I skipped it. I just don't like that fight at all. Sakyov and Dos Santos, I believe we all were in agreement on that. That not seeing the cards, right?
Yeah, that might be one of our big plays tomorrow. So for all you guys that can,
I think we're all in agreement with that, not seeing the cards, and I think Sakyov gets them out of there. Hopefully under 2.5, but definitely before the cards.
yeah.
Vulcan and Jim, I like that. I like your play on that. I actually went the opposite way. I don't think this goes past the round and a half. The under over on that is, I think, under 1.5 at 5 dimes is plus money. I'd be shocked if this made it 7.5 minutes, because as you said, Proshak goes out to kill people. Vulcan's a killer in his own right. I mean, he's hit people that sometimes I thought he actually killed them. I don't think that's going to get past the first round. I literally don't think that's going to get past the first round. And I believe is that the first fight on the card? No, that's the
last one. That's the last one on the prelims.
That's the last one on the preliminary. So, like I said, I think that they like the UFC. I mean, I can't prove it, but the UFC knows what they're doing. They're putting that.
Yeah.
They're putting that there.
Back to that one. Yeah, and back to that one real quick. As far as like ending under 1.5 rounds, man. We're looking at doing a parlay with that one, not to go the distance. Not to go the distance is minus 220, but I think that's I think that's a shoe, and that's gotta hit, right? Like, there's no way this fight is going to the cards. But I don't like the 220. I don't like the minus 220.
I don't like using the L word, but that's about as close to the L word as you can get. Lock would be the L word. So
yeah, man. We're trying to. I think I'm trying to figure out something to parlay that with. I haven't found it yet, and you guys that follow the MMA Talk channel, you guys know that I picked this one and something else on the prelims and just.
What I did earlier in the week, I didn't know if we were doing parlays or not, but what I did earlier in the week was I just did Peter Yan and I believe that Vulcan and Jimmy under 2.5 or whatever before it dropped to 1.5, and I was paying a lot of juice on each of them, but it pays about even money.
Yeah. We usually don't do. I mean, we usually throw out like maybe one parlay a weekend, and usually it's mostly Ben.
It's so hard to hit unless it's a two fight parlay. It's really hard to hit more than that.
I'm so against like anything more than 2 fights in UFC. I'm like, I mean, don't parlay that. Like, and if you're gonna do it, you need to do something that's
like doing more than
almost, the L word.
Yeah, it's like doing more than 2 or 3 in soccer. The same thing. Like, Manchester United loses to Brighton or something like that. Like, it happens. Yeah. Who's next? Amanda Ribas, Paige Van Zandt. I kind of skipped, but I believe Ribas inside the distance is paying almost even money. And I looked at that.
I have it on my book at. I have that on my book at minus 110, and I think I'm leaning that. Ribas is she's bad.
I wouldn't hate, if the early fights go my way, I would definitely throw a little bit on that. I hate betting women's MMA though, like just off because it's just so hard to gauge where people are at. But Ribas is minus 850. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
speaking of women's MMA, Rose versus Andrade. I actually think that. Just not seeing the cards is the right way to go as well. I have Andrade actually. I have Andrade doing it again, getting beat early, and then working the body like she did before. Everybody remembers the slam, but nobody really remembers that she landed like 30 or 40 body shots in the first fight. And I think that slowed Rose down. She's way bigger than Rose, obviously, as well. I think that she grinds her out again and probably gets a finish, or possibly gets a finish. I think that's if you're looking for another dog, I didn't take her, but that's a lean anyway. I think it doesn't see the cards though, one way or the other.
Yeah, that was our pick, is not to go the distance, because that's even money right there. So I think that's the safer bet in that fight.
Yeah, definitely the safer bet. And then Jan, I already gave that away. I think Jan gets it done. I looked at inside the distance, but I think that he's just, I think he's just a better. Jose Aldo 3 or 4 years ago would tear him up, but it's just time kills us all eventually, and I don't think Aldo can get it done. So I'm gonna pair him with whoever or whatever, and get that done. But again, I put him on DraftKings just in case he does get the inside of distance, and I think that's that. Coming to the second to last, Volkanovski versus Holloway. Again, this depends on how my night goes, but I'm going to throw $1 or a unit, whatever, on Holloway. That fifth round, he actually started figuring out Volkanovski, and I think if he can carry that over into the first round of the second fight, we could see a new champion, maybe. Again, not going to bet that one, but if my night goes well in those early fights, I definitely will. And then last but not least is Usman versus Masvidal, and I already gave that away in the chat. I'm taking Masvidal. Not at this price though. I don't like this price. Five Dimes actually has him at 205. Bovada has him at plus 185. I'm not a big fan of that price. I'm not a big fan of either prices. I scooped them up at 235 early in the week. But my main reason for taking him is Bo Nickel. Bo Nickel is a world-class wrestler that Masvidal personally brought in to train with him. Bo Nickel would beat Kamaru Usman from this side of the room to the next side of the room if he wanted to. Yeah.
Gotta jump in here real quick. Anybody who did Poopster and faded Jones, he just fucking wrecked with 21 laps to go. Sorry to cut you off like that.
That's fine. Is that cash? You guys cash?
Bro, if you faded Jones, yeah.
There you go. Good job, guys.
Bro.
I need to start listening to him more. He sent me Harvick last week just randomly, and I threw it in there, and I cash. So I was like, all right.
Bro,
I think other than that bullshit last night, I've hit everything that Poopster's told me to take, and that fucking race last night was bullshit. We all know that.
Yeah, he definitely knows what he's doing there. Me and him actually were the same way. I grew up watching NASCAR, and then I hated it after it started changing. And then he's starting to get me back into it. I watched the last 20 laps of the Brickyard and watched the last 20 laps of last weekend. I was like, oh shit, I actually starting to get back into it again.
Yeah, like my dad and stepmom used to watch it fucking years ago, and like 2 weeks ago was the first NASCAR race I've watched since like fucking 2004 or some shit. And now I've watched like 3 of them since then.
First one I watched.
I tossed your
a while. Oh, back
where I was Twitter on the bottom, bud.
What? Okay, thank you, man.
I tossed your Twitter on the bottom.
Yeah.
So any of you guys out there that want
to
check him out,
Appreciate
what do you put on there?
Usually golf and MMA. I've occasionally soccer. I was gonna jump in and give you guys a soccer pick, but my mic wasn't working.
Bro, you had no. Now's the time. Last week you were close, right? You had a long shot close, right? That last round.
Yeah, Matthew Wolf. Don't remind me of that. Oh man.
That's not that bad.
Right now after 2 rounds, I have 4 guys in the top 4. So if I can't cash this week, I don't know what the hell is going on. I got the leader. I got the leader and the second place guy. So I mean, if I can't cash there, I don't know what's going on.
You're right. I love that. And when I saw, oh shit, we got Flex in here. Look at this guy.
Really here?
Hey. Yo, can y'all hear me though?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's about fucking time you joined us, man.
Bro. Yo, computer mage, and like, to be honest with you, I was having so much trouble with this shit right now.
You see that wreck?
You said you told me you had it figured out.
Flex?
What wreck?
Yeah, Jones just wrecked the NASCAR. Coopster hits it again. Yeah, you guys have some
right now.
What fights you got lined up? Or Flex?
Yeah, and me and Chase went through our UFC stuff, man. What do you got?
I mean, the only thing I'm really looking at as far as like all the fights was like Peter Yan, I think he's gonna outright defeat Aldo. I don't think there's gonna be even a close fight. I'm not really sure what line I'm gonna play on it yet though, because like money line kind of like I think it's like at what 215, 220.
I think that sounds right. Hang on. Minus 215.
Yeah, 222. Yeah, 215. So like I think most likely that's gonna be the best call because like Peter Yan could either come out and just drop him within like the first 2 rounds, or he could just ragdoll Aldo all over the octagon and just like lay out the fight with a decision. So like I don't really have like a lean on the whole roundage, but I think like Peter Yan wins it straight up. And then I know I heard y'all talking about Jiri and Volkan. Like I think that fight's gonna go not the distance as well. Like I see.
I think we all agree on that
is
one.
Gonna come out. Yeah, I think either 2 things gonna happen. Jiri gonna come out and he gonna outpower Volkan, or like Volkan gonna come out and like do the usual and just like
You're going in
stomp
and
on
out.
him and stuff, and just like end the fight within like first 2 minutes.
Yeah, you're going in and out. So you're going in and out. I can hear like half of what you're saying.
I'm going in. Nah, I don't know, man.
I thought you were like a computer science major or something, man.
Basically, I think Volkan and Jiri go. Man, that is, bro. I don't know what's wrong with this shit. I don't do streaming and all that stuff. So I don't know. It's like way off my field. But nah, yeah, I think Volkan goes like not the distance on that fight. Volkan and Jiri.
Yeah, I think that might be at like
And
minus
then-
200. I think. I don't like betting minus 200 in
Yeah, the only
UFC, but I
thing-
think that's going to be one that I'm going to hammer.
Yeah, because like I want to parlay it, but like the only thing I can see feasible is like maybe that with like Peter Yan straight up, and I mean that's the only thing I think of like.
Chase was saying the same thing, so you guys might have something there.
Yeah, that's the best. Like as far as a parlay goes, that's the best thing I can see. Because then like with the Masvidal fight, I think I forgot what the odds were. I saw that earlier. It was like over 2.5 for like at low odds.
Yeah, we had a Bovado has over 3 at where the fuck did I have that at? Bovado has over 3 at I think like minus Poopster said like minus 140.
Yeah,
And then
minus
FanDuel
150 over 3.5, and then over 2.5 minus 205.
Yeah. See, FanDuel has over 3.5 at minus 102, and I like that. Like I think I would be all over that if my book has it, but I'm still fucking waiting on Rivers to put something up.
Nah, I think 3.5. I honestly see the fight. If it does end, it's gonna be in the 4th round. Like they're gonna both scramble in, and like something's gonna happen. Yeah, something's gonna happen in the 4th round where the fight's gonna end. I don't see no quick stoppage, and I don't see it most likely going all the way unless like Camara just like jumps on Masvidal and keeps him down. But
yeah,
that's the only thing that gets me though. Being that like it has to hit the middle of the 4th round, that's the only thing that's like it's gonna be like a sweat. But over 2.5 at minus 205, I don't see that as a bad value either. Obviously, the same thing like with the other fights.
I was gonna say I think I'd be all over that too if my book ever fucking puts these rounds up, man. I think if my book gave me over 2.5 at minus 205, I think I'd just hammer that.
Yeah, I think those are like the top bets as far as like everything in the card. And
We got some questions out there. I know Ben was saying, what's up with those sim picks, man? What's the deal with those?
Oh man, it's a lot of mucho gaming, man.
Yeah.
You guys don't know this, but Flex. You guys don't know this, but Flex actually makes those picks while he's sleeping. It's crazy.
Chase back in.
What's
up with that? Is that from gaming or is that like?
That means that you can just do it in your sleep. It's easy for you.
Alright.
My mic's working now?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Hello?
yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good, bro. You're good.
My bad.
I mean, most of those sim picks come from like just like playing the games and knowing like the tendencies with all the computers and stuff.
Oh my god.
Honestly, it's just it's it's a shot in the dark. It's a coin flip, but it hits like I want to say like maybe at least 85% most of the time. You know,
That's crazy.
usually when it loses,
That's crazy
it's like,
odds for anything.
when it loses, it's not like, oh shit, like, you know, oh man, that was a bad pick, I fucked up. It was more like, well, the game just played me. Like that's the best way I can say it.
I gotta say, watching the game.
I try not to play heavy on it, but like most of the time, like I be winning a lot of these games, and then like I have that one game where I'm like, all right, let me throw 3 units on it, and then it's just like destroyed everything I just worked for.
Dude, I love watching the games. Watching the chat rooms in the
amazing.
games is fun. Yeah. They are lighting these players up, bro.
All them boys wilding at each other, talking about like, yo, this bullshit.
I'm
a super water.
Can't believe you missed that.
Yeah.
We got a question for you.
Nah, but yeah, it's crazy.
What's your top sim play this weekend?
My top sim play? I don't know. They don't usually give it, like I think they give like only like a day ahead. So like I will have to see what's the big play. But I mean, I could throw whatever big play I think is like the most solid. I'll throw it in the general chat.
Sweet.
Let everyone run on it and, you know, get big money on.
Sweet. Yeah, if you guys haven't, click the reaction rolls. Get onto Simulated Sports, man. Check them out.
Yes,
what you got, Chase? You got any golf, man?
Oh, I'd have to look.
Yeah, we need a new golf guy. We lost ours.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened with Jig?
Perfect timing.
Because I saw him come out talking about I'm making the server and all that.
I went 1-3 today, and I didn't even bet him. I just threw him out there. So I mean, maybe my head-to-head. But for the tournament picks, I think I'm 4-0 right now. Like as of right now, obviously. So the tournament still has to end. Yeah,
you said tournament picks.
So. Yeah.
I had somebody message me today.
Do you have a matchup for tomorrow? Is there a play that we can take? Is there anything you're looking at?
Like I said, I have to look. I literally came in here for the MMA, and I usually.
All right. Well, we got your Twitter on the bottom.
Right before I go to before I go to bed, I'll put it in the Discord. But cool. Right before I got cut off, what I was actually gonna take, and I know you guys are gonna get mad here, but I'm gonna take Masvidal inside the distance, and I don't think it gets to the 4th round. I don't think it gets to the 4th round. I think that he doesn't have a tank for the 4th round. I hate. Hey, hold on. I know. He's on that. I'm not. I've been wrong plenty of times. Like I hope I'm wrong. I'm just saying that I don't think he has the gas tank to get to the distance. I mean, I think he's going in there with one thing in mind. That's all. It's just an opinion. I've been wrong.
What happened? Did I miss something?
I could be totally wrong in this. Usman could just go in there and outclass him from bell to bell, but I don't know, man. I just when this opened up at plus 250, I was like, I had to like calm down and take a cold shower. Like I couldn't believe that they were giving me that price.
I mean, like, to be honest with that fight, like, I think Usman's gonna like overestimate what Masvidal could do, like with grappling and with takedowns. So I feel like he's gonna start the fight standing up, try to prove his point, and as soon as he gets blessed, he's gonna want to like take Masvidal down, and then with Masvidal being working with what was it, Bo Nickel. I don't remember his name.
Bo Nickel.
Yeah, Bo Nickel. I think with him working with yeah.
If he didn't turn pro and decided to go the MMA route, he easily would have been an Olympic medalist within the next couple of years. Like by 2024, he would have been on the podium, top 3 in the world wrestler. The guy is a fucking monster at wrestling. If he has any chin and if he can develop a boxing game, that guy is someone to look out for right now. Like he's a John Jones type prospect if he has a chin and some hands. I know throwing out John Jones is a little bit much, but Aaron Pico is the same way, and Aaron Pico busted. So I mean, I could be wrong. Jared Rochelle, another bust. He was a great wrestler, just didn't have the hands.
Either way, like, I feel like all that work that he's gonna get with Bo Nickel, I think he's just gonna use that same strategy and all the techniques he's been working with Bo Nickel. He's gonna go in there with Usman just like overpower him in his own game. Because I really feel like Usman's gonna just underestimate this boy with his
There goes Hammer.
with his striking, with his grappling, and he's just gonna
Drop
he's gonna
right
mess
out.
up. And then by the time he tries to carry his stuff together, I feel like he's gonna be too fatigued to like try to do something where like he's gonna lay and pray like Curtis Blades or something. So that's why like that's the only reason why I can see it going to the 4th round, because I can see like Usman trying to like panic to do something, and then Masvidal's gonna notice, and then she's gonna let him ride out energy, and then 4th round just get him.
Well,
and real quick, I saw a stat the other day, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I just saw this like thrown out there the other day. It said Usman's never been taken down in the UFC.
No, he's not. Masvidal's not going to shoot on him. Masvidal's working with Nickel for one reason, just to see 100 different shots from 100 different angles and defend that shot. He's not going to attempt a shot. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, we're looking at a pure striker versus a pure wrestler / striker. Usman's got hands. I mean, Usman's a striker in his own way. You don't win the title without having hands, obviously. But I think
those hands broke Covington's face a couple months ago.
If Masvidal can land the shots that Covington was landing, I think that he can get him out of there. That's an if, and he obviously does have a camp, like I just mentioned. So there's a lot of things in the air. But
that's a big if, because Usman broke Covington's jaw, and Covington just kept eating fucking shots. And there's not a whole lot of people in the world that can do that. I don't know if you've ever had a fractured jaw, but that shit sucks.
No, I know. And a round before that, though, there was a low blow that was clearly in Usman's liver. And, that fight is completely different if that doesn't get called a low blow. I'll post a photo if you want. This is the thing that people don't understand.
I know which one you're talking about.
Oh, okay. There's some people that think that people don't understand. If these guys got in the ring 100 times or 10 times or whatever, more than once, the fight is going to go a different way every time they jump in. That's what people don't really understand. When you get that number 1 guy versus that number 3 guy, like there's not that big of a gap between it. That's why you have guys like Rafael Dos Anjos win a title and then get knocked out, 5 months later.
But I've been telling people for the last couple of months, man, any of these fights, like one lucky shot, one mistake can swing a fight completely the other way.
Yep, exactly.
Like that fucking what is it? Ribas and Van Zandt. Ribas is a clear favorite. I mean, I think everybody can agree. Like Ribas is probably going to win that fight, right? But if Paige Van Zandt lands like just one solid hit to her chin, it's over.
They're small. I mean, it's hard to knock. You don't really see a lot of knockouts at that low of weight. I mean, I hope it happens. I love when girls get knockouts because it's so rare. It's like watching a unicorn. Like watching little 115-pound women get a knockout is crazy to watch.
You might see a knockout Tuesday night. If you tune into boxing. Michaela Mayer, she's stopped girls, and she's got that in between round stoppage power that just makes you knock them out of the corner. We saw that today. That cashed us today on our under.
I haven't watched a women's boxing match since Layla Ali.
There's not that many good ones. There's a really
I don't think I've ever seen one, to be honest with you.
August or June. Yeah. Katie Taylor's fighting Delphine Persoon. That's a good fight. But that's also on Dillian White, Alexander Povetkin. I don't know if you guys watch boxing? You guys heavyweight fans?
Yes. I watch.
Today was my first time watching boxing in years.
Men's boxing. I've watched men's boxing before I watched UFC.
White is, 2 years. That guy deserves a big-time shot, and he's getting Povetkin at the end of his career. He's going to fucking destroy him on TV. He's not going to – that guy's going to – it's going to get ugly in that fight. I'm going to love that one. We'll probably get plus odds on that KO.
I was going to say, if the line's right, you got to love it.
Oh, dude, he's like a minus 460 on the money line. But let me get that soccer pick you were talking about, man.
Oh, it's pretty obvious. I mean, it's kind of obvious. Serie A, Lazio versus Sassuolo. It's over whatever. I didn't even look at what the over under was, but 3.5 to 3 2.5, whatever it is.
Pull it up
both
right
teams
now.
like-
I'll give you
teams like
William
to
Hill in a
score.
second.
Okay.
Lazio, you're saying?
Lazio versus Sassuolo. Sassuolo scored 3 goals, or I'm sorry, they scored like 15 goals since the return. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 6 games, they've scored 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They've scored 13 goals in 6 games. They've given up a goal every game as well. They've given up multiple goals pretty much every game as well. I mean, they just don't give a fuck. They go forward, and that's how they try to win. I think that's going to continue. They're just outside of they have a very outside chance of catching Napoli for Europa League too. Not very good odds, but they're still in the hunt.
Yeah, so that's what we're talking about. Lazio and Sassuolo. Cool, man.
What's the over
You got anything? 3.5 plus 100.
Yeah, sure. Line it up. I think Immobile gets a goal or two.
Yeah.
Also, if you feel like doing an anytime goal scorer, I think that there's just goals aplenty there. I don't know what the final score is though.
Okay. Cool. And while we're on soccer, I'm definitely going to get back to the game that Thatch was talking about before, guys. If you can take that, I would take that game early. I know when talking about these things with Poopser and everybody today, I even told Twist take this game early. At St. Gallen Servette, it's over 2.5 minus 160. If you still have a 2.5, slam that fucking line. If you get a 3, take that line. That game's going to deliver some goals, man. But yeah, thanks to you guys for coming on. Flex, Chase, Twist, always.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Great, man.
Went well.
Yep.
Always fun. We'll be in the Discord, obviously, during the fights tomorrow, right?
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
We'll be around.
I don't think I'd be surprised if Ben spent a whole lot of time there tomorrow night, but right now with all this COVID shit, I'm gonna be fucking sitting on my couch, fucking drinking, watching these fights. So I'll be in the channel pretty much all day, starting at like 5, 6 o'clock. I'll be there. So
Sweet, man. We got AFL starting in 5 minutes, 7 minutes.
wait, that's
Oh,
illegal.
I just
What's
realized that there was a delay because of rain and stuff. There are no head-to-heads right now. There's no head-to-heads
Okay.
for golf till tomorrow.
Okay.
Till tomorrow morning. So I don't have anything for that actually.
Okay.
There's no odds up right now. I mean,
Let's follow your
So.
Twitter. If you guys haven't already,
follow Twitter or
Chase.
just go on
It's on the bottom.
Discord. Go on Discord, whatever. One, it
Discord.
doesn't matter.
So if anybody
Same
has any
thing.
questions about these UFC picks, hit me up. I know I've had like half a dozen people hit me up over this past week asking for shit. So I respond to all you guys. So if somebody asks me something, if any of you guys have any questions, let me know.
Yeah, we'll be here every Friday. It was fun, guys. And all the
Yeah,
picks,
good luck,
shows
guys.
your fantasy will be up on the end screen. Check it out, guys. I'll have everything that was picked tonight on there. There's a couple of picks that were talked about. They'll be in the server later after I update everything. But thanks again for coming out, guys. And thanks everybody
All right,
who was watching.
Guys, have a good night.
You too, man.
Yeah, good night.
Yep.